Now, when it comes to energy, as you know, this program is all about affordable, reliable power. And I'm on the side of communities having a say on renewable energy and transmission projects in their area. Last night I spoke with Stephen Nowakowski, environmentalist and photographer, about the video he's been sharing showing the destruction of forest to make way for the Mount Emerald wind farm in North Queensland. Well, the fight continues, of course, right around the country, with a reckless renewables rally to be held next Thursday in Sydney's Martin Place. I wonder whether they'll give kids a day off school for that. Farmers and landowners affected by these projects are travelling from all around the nation to have their voices heard. Grant Piper is one of the organisers. He's a cattle farmer. We've spoken to him before from Coolah in the central west of New South Wales. It's about 120 k's northeast of Dubbo. He's affected by one of these projects and he joins me now. Thanks for talking to us again, Grant. Tell us about how you're pulling everyone together and from where they're going to come.
Yeah, thanks for having me back, Chris. Yeah, we've got people coming down from Queensland and up from down the Southern Riverina. And we've also got close contact with the coastal groups at Uarbry and Port Stephens, Central Coast, Maya Lakes, because they're been fairly active with the offshore wind turbines they're proposing. So they're all going to join us along with the farmers that can get away from harvesting or the other work needs to be done to come down next week.
Yeah, a lot of people will be busy with harvesting at this time of the year out west. Tell us about what you've got in common here, because some of the projects you're protesting, there are communities against offshore wind, there are communities against wind farms on the ranges in Queensland, there are communities against transmission lines going through their properties. What is it that you all have in common?
Well, we all live in the country and we all work our land or live in the country for reasons. You know, we appreciate the country and the environment we live in. We don't want to see it destroyed. And this seems like a case of, destroy the village to save the village. Supposedly it's for the greater good. But when you look at Steve's videos and you experience it firsthand, you cannot accept that it's for the greater good or it's a good outcome. I mean, it's destroying the environment, right here, right now. It's not going to save the environment.
Yeah, and the consultation processes are obviously a problem in many of these projects. So tell us about the one you're fighting against and where you're at with that.
Well, we're at the end of our 6-month negotiation period. That finishes next week, and then we roll into the compulsory acquisition period. We're still negotiating, so they can extend that a little bit. But if we don't reach a voluntary agreement, though it's reached under duress, they can compulsorily acquire the easement to put power lines across land.
Yeah, in the end, that's the trouble. There's no way you can stop it. Now, as you mentioned, a lot of the people involved in these processes, protests and concerned about these issues have got jobs, have got work to do. So it's hard to pull a crowd together. Tell us about the protests, where and when, and obviously you'd encourage any supporters in Sydney, if it's easy to get there, to join you.
We certainly would. I mean, it affects everyone, I think, in the long run. If you looked at your power bill lately, everyone's affected because of these crazy decisions and policies that are trying to be implemented. They're totally impractical. The rally's being held at the Macquarie Street end of Martin Place. We're starting at 11 a.m. We've got a series of speakers, a couple of named speakers, some politicians who have been supportive, but mainly it's focused on community speakers, the affected communities. And we've also got Eleanor Parry playing for a bit of music, and there's other songs as well. So we're hoping we'll get a good number from the coastal areas, and we'll get plenty of people from the country areas, and then we'll have hopefully any other city people and concerned citizens that are unhappy with the way the policy's taking us and the power bill that they're having to put up with. In a land awash with resources, yeah, Grant, it's incredible to believe we've gotten to this position.
It is ridiculous. I hope you get plenty of people there and plenty of media coverage, and I'm guessing that you won't be gluing yourselves to the road or trying to disrupt traffic and bring the city to a standstill.
No, we just want to bring Parliament and the bureaucrats to a standstill so they can hit pause. We want a big pause. We want a moratorium on all this crazy stuff, and let's have a proper technical analysis and discussion of it, not just this thought bubble, ideological, procession that, no one's allowed to say anything different. No one's allowed to analyse or critique We need a technical answer to the problem, not a thought bubble answer.
Great to talk to you, Grant. Thanks very much. Good luck. Grant Piper there telling us about that protest in Martin Place next Thursday, November the 30th at 11 a.m.